Hey Tim, hey everyone else, and welcome back to 4 Running Shoes. This week was my hard week in my cycle of 3 weeks where I had an easy week, a medium and a hard week. So I ran a total of 35 kilometers, which I was actually planning on doing 33, but I did a mental calculation poorly and ended up running 2 kilometers further than I was hoping, which I hope was fine. I don't want to add distance too quickly, so I ended up running 5 kilometers more this week than last week instead of just 3 that I was planning, but we'll see how we go. Next week is easy week, so I'm not too worried, but we'll just keep a very close eye on the body, especially the ankles, which I have in the last year had some minor problems with, just with a little bit of soreness, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. This week was the first week in a long time that I started reintroducing some speed training. Well, that's not technically true. I've been slowly working some tempo runs into my weeks, and I started a couple of weeks ago just running a short portion, like a couple of kilometers in my run as a tempo, so running faster at a set goal. And then gradually I worked that up. The first run of the week, I started with a couple of kilometers of warm up, and then I ran tempo for the rest of it with a little bit of a warm down at the end, which was great. I also reintroduced intervals this week, which was pretty easy going. I wasn't pushing my speed too much in that because I want to just introduce that slowly so that I don't injure myself. But over the next few months, I'm expecting that I'm going to see my speed increasing. I also aimed to run a little faster just in general this week, which was good. I brought up the tempo for most of my runs, even the ones that weren't tempo runs. I was running a little faster than I had been previously, and I'm feeling good about it. So now that I have built a good bit of distance, I'm still going to be continuing to do that. I want to get up to running probably 50 kilometers a week before I set that for a while and then work on speed. But I'm starting to build on my speed as well now, which I'm looking forward to. The way we run faster is to practice running faster, but I'm not going to practice running fast all the time because that's how we overwork our body, put it under too much strain and injure ourselves. So I'm still going to have my rest week. So next week is rest week where I will run probably 3 times for a total of probably 20 kilometers, and running those kilometers generally pretty slowly. So my tempo runs, I was hitting around 4:30 a kilometer, 4 minutes and 30 seconds per kilometer. And my slow running is slower than 5 minutes 30 a kilometer. So really comfortable pace. I should still be able to talk really easily. It's not going to be too hard work, but I'm still getting the kilometers in, still good for my body, but allowing it to recover. I'm hoping to go into more detail about running faster as I gain more speed. I set the goal earlier this year to run 5 kilometers in under 20 minutes, which I've never done. I got pretty close when I was in my early 20s, and now I'm going to be 26 at the end of this month, so I'm not getting any younger. It's not going to get easier necessarily. I'm still in a pretty good period of time in my life to manage that. I haven't got there yet though, so I'm going to be working towards that, and I'm hoping to detail more on my speed training as time goes on so that I can create some helpful resources for others who would like to do the same thing. Speaking of speed, Tim, I know that you've lost a couple of weeks to your half marathon training due to isolating, not being able to run, being busy. It's been challenging in that, and I know that you wanted to post a really good time for your half marathon, which you have coming up. It's still in a few months' time, but I know that having missed out on that, it's going to slow you down a little bit for your race tempo, but I encourage you to still work towards. Magnus being really loud. But I'm looking forward to seeing how you go as you continue to prepare for your half marathon. I know that you have been hitting some pretty good fitness towards the end of last year as you train for your marathon, so it's not going to be a big deal for you to run it. So I'm hoping that you can post a good time and that your body's been up to it. I know you haven't put in the kilometers that you were hoping to at this point in the year, but we've got plenty of time still. So I'm hoping that that all goes well. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will have another video out for you next Tuesday, and you'll see Tim's video on Thursday. Take care, and we'll see you next time.